Don't blow, let's go. Not you,
Yeah, I can only do so much.
Good.
All right. Yeah. All right, guys.
Are we up?
This guy will make sure everything's on camera.
Yeah, you're good. Go on in. I just want to make sure his level is good.
Yeah,
Hey, what's going on? So we're back. We've had a series of technical difficulties. So we're at the 10th annual Steamtown Music Awards, and you guys introduce yourselves and tell us why you're here today.
We're the Wholesome Effect out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Currently here at the awards for 4 awards. Rock Alternative Act of the Year, Music Video of the Year, Bassist of the Year, and Drummer of the Year stuff.
So you guys were overachieving.
A little bit.
I suppose so. We're just trying our best, you know. It's just genuinely just so happy to even be a part of this, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's been a pleasure watching you guys. You know, we're always a fan that you guys just get better and better every time we see it.
Oh.
I want to talk about that amazing music video. I don't think enough people saw.
That would be Old Tree. That's nominated, so I hope more people saw it. But so, what specifically would you like? The process?
Yeah, let's talk about the production of that, because that just that's not some little filming thing like this took a lot of time.
So we're fortunate enough to know the special effects makeup artist named Shanice Wong, who was kind enough to answer my phone call. And so she had me in the makeup chair for about 2 hours doing all that. And then we went to this spot in the woods that I knew. So I actually got COVID when we were doing this. Not the makeup part, but we had the idea to do it and I got COVID. So I was now just locked in my basement for a week and a half. So I decided I was going to go to the spot in the woods and carve all the lyrics in the fallen trees. Like all the lyrics you see in that, none of that is CGI, none of that. That's me just sitting there coughing in the woods.
An absolute madman.
I would just carve stuff in the woods, dye it with wood stain, and then lay down because I had COVID. And then I would get the energy to go to the next fallen tree and do it again.
So some hunters walking by, just going, you know what? I'm not even.
They're just gonna see, they're just gonna see the word blood in the tree,
right?
And then it's up to them. And then choose your own adventure. I'm not responsible for what I leave behind.
Well, that's at the time and effort you were in charge of your mind. And so how did you get stuck being the one that had to do all the makeup?
I volunteered.
I don't know.
Also,
So you're a man.
as he pointed out, I'm bald. So makeup works easier for me.
All right, so tell us about your latest music that people can go off and stream, download.
Right now, it's the release corresponding with that music video, Old Tree, with the EP by the same name, Old Tree, which you can find on all streaming services, Amazon. I would encourage you to go to YouTube to see all the music videos, iTunes, Spotify, and then we're going to be releasing something new in March. Maybe? Yeah, March. Hopefully.
Okay. A lot of new stuff.
A lot of new stuff. You know how it is.
For sure.
Anytime your lights are flash.
Yeah. or attack you.
Yes. So if our lights stay up, March.
They don't turn against you.
Yeah.
Where can people see you live coming up? Shows,
We're going to be right here in October 27th. It's going to be a full Halloween costume party. We're going to have so much all varied Halloween costume. and then variant season. So the full night going on here October 27th. Beast fun.
So you plan that specifically around my birthday? That
That's your
is
birthday?
my
Okay.
That's the big 4-0.
If you come, I will buy you X number of drinks.
All right. That's really why I lured you here.
I'm gonna have a D20 die, and I'm gonna roll it, and then somebody drinks it.
That sounds great.
We're gonna roll for luck.
Yeah. So I may be 40. I might not turn 41, but hey, it'll be a good time. Anything else you can leave us with?
I would like to dedicate this, and just in particular give a shout out to our guitar player who is not here, Tyler Salak, who will be getting married in 2 days.
Congratulations.
He'll turn from Thai baby to Thai man. And we're just so happy for him. I wish he could be here, but totally understandable why he can't.
Right. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Rich. Appreciate what you do.
Thank you. You did a weird left hand.
Make
So I
it
don't
weird.
have to let go of the
Make it
sweaty
so
mic.
weird.
Thank you, sir.
Done yet? I've been trying to get my teeth.
I've been waiting the whole time. Alright, so this is the man you can blame all those technical issues on. And he'll pass it off to some guy named Frank. So
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. When I went to college in 1984, there wasn't even a science lab. There was nothing like that. There was just extracurricular sports, English, math, I want to apologize. Not why I came on camera, because I have a serious message for you. I want to apologize for everything I've done.
Oh no, that's not your fault.
Is everything going now?
Yep, I think so. I mean, I can't look behind here, so it could be a disaster.
And this is going out to the people.
This is, yeah. So tell us.
Make it fashion.
Well, I mean, you want to talk about fashion. This man, height of fashion.
I was going to put a full cucumber in my pants tonight, but instead, I went with a little army soldier. I figured that would be most modest because of what we're doing here. But this shirt is brand new. Christmas present for my wife.
It looks really comfortable.
Ah, it's the body. It's the body. And then the shoes, I don't know. Because of my arthritis, we could barely get that foot up there. The shoes have only been worn once before. Because of my age, weight, and disability, I attend many funerals. So, anyway, I want this to be about me.
So you had some kind of message you wanted to get out there. Now's that time.
To the people that used to cut my hair, my dream team. I've not had a haircut in a year and a half, even a trim. So I want Krista Boyarsky and Damien Biancarelli not to feel responsible for what I look like. This is my very own look, and I'm going to get around to getting myself all pretty proper. It's just not the time. So this is just some hair care products. This is suave. But what do I open up for? How about like that? Rich, thank you. And this. Remember this?
Well, this guy's showing the bill for my item. For speed,
I would go with MKP. Alright. Now I'm going to leave, and I want to thank you for everything you do. All your achievements have put me in a fancy car. Thank you. I want to return the favor one day. I'm sure you will. Now I want to pass the mic to the younger generation. To Dr. Jackson or Amber or Mrs. Brown. I want to pass this on. Oh, Amber, go. Thank you. What an honor to pass. What an honor to pass. I need you to present an award. Right now?
Right, give you the cap.
Right. So, tell our audience who you are and
Hi, my name is Amber Viola. I host a podcast called Steamtown, and so my podcast is up for me to have come here. It's crazy. So I was interested, and I also am an author. I just released a short story on Amazon called 72 Hours of Hell My Time in the VA. So, yay, look out. It's Daisy.
so you don't hear too many good things.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, so you're that maybe informed while you're reading content and things going on right now.
Well, I think when you're like you don't think about it, just I've been thinking about starting a podcast for a while. I'm planning it out in my head, whatever the idea is to go down. And then the day I was listening, I just right? And so I just started in my basement, with the iPhone and the laptop, when I had some people recording me and stuff like that. And that's just kind of how it started. And I honestly, in the being a veteran teacher, just to kind of go with me, volunteer for stuff. So I just decided to people DMs, hey, you want to be a guest on a podcast, and just a lot of support. And people have been saying, thank you for your support from many we've seen and stuff like that. Like, looking up with you guys, you listeners to podcasts, and how you guys do anything I can say. So I don't have a team, it's just me.
Yeah, I can do it on a very cheap budget and a couple of friends that help me out.
Right. And I would say too, don't necessarily because for me, I just started and then I ended up getting my co-host and stuff like that. But I think a lot of people wait until somebody wants to do it with them. Like someone that really and sometimes you just gotta miss
This needs to be facing that way and just turn it, give me that side, right? So flip it 180, the whole, just watch the cord. Just turn it this way, look at
once legislation passes, there's a trickle down effect that hits everything all the way down until
yeah, and there's nothing we're going to be able to do because
in Missouri, there was legislation about there's nothing going to be Congress that
I want them to move forward this way, not in the center. We're angled anyway, so it's like
that's wild. And so just seeing the intersection between how legislation affects passing, I love it. Being a mother,
I mean, that is an extremely awesome subject. You guys
no, definitely, my podcast is subscribe everywhere you can find podcasts, but also on YouTube. And check out my book. It's available on Amazon. It's called 72 Hours of Hell. My time in the
writers really like typing out all that text. Every time you say too long, they read it.
People say they don't read. I'm like, oh, that's
Let's not even continue this.
yeah, no. Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, so tell us who you are and what kind of music you make and what you're doing here. Alright, bear with me. He does all this. I'll try to That's such an interesting
So Meet Me on Marcy, it's actually a family thing. So for those who don't know, we are a family, and we used to live on Marcy Terrace. Three of us are blood related. He's related by choice. And every week for family members, we would say, hey, we're going to meet on Marcy. We live on Marcy Terrace. Three of us live on Marcy Terrace. We would meet on Marcy, and we did that for a month before we realized, oh my God, it's super bad. Because we were nameless for quite a while, and then we finally pursued us.
So, the shows that I've seen you guys do, you guys like to do, you guys have some very unique experiences from what a lot of other people have. So,
As much live, as much interaction with the crowd as much.
Did they call me? I hope they didn't call. So, what do you guys have coming out? Where can people see that?
The next place that people can find is in that backyard. We're playing tomorrow. We start at 10:30. And then after that, you can go to the browninitiative.com/meet me on Marcy. /MMN, I'm sorry. browninitiative.com/MMN. You can find our whole schedule. So we play all around the area. We have some shows coming up. We have the B-Spot. We're going to be a lot of places, so try it out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Writing your own music?
Yes. So actually, I choose to my whole time. I used to do some of my original music when I very first started writing. I felt it really bad, and I took it out on music. So we have well, it's practically my first time with the band. We're doing it live. Hopefully, we're aiming for January. I should be out. It's called Chapter 2, so we'll look out for that. But we'll be doing all kinds of stuff. We do a little bit of funk, we do classic rock, we do some hip hop, we really just trying to hit all the bases, all the tools, all those very individualized artistic perceptions. We really try to hit stories that put into the
Thank you so much, guys. That's all right. I don't even come back here. These guys have dressed my hair before, but they haven't recently. So Rich. Hold on. You won the People's Choice Music Publication Blog of the Year again. Yes. Like a repeat, like a dynasty. How many of you have won? All of it. All of it. So we got that. Looks like what we call a winner. Thank you. I have to work very hard for it, which is every Tuesday, every Tuesday, here at all the articles, interviewing all
all the people. How many hours did they put into making this happen?
A lot. Too many.
And,
A lot.
and what am I married to? A cat or a man? You don't even know. You guys, you're not proud.
I will say this, this guy is not perfect, but I want to out there there are not many media sources left, and if you saw what happened in Scranton Times, you know that there's going to be less and less arts and entertainment companies out there. So we're going to be working harder and harder to try and make up for that and continue to bring stuff to
Which just took my humorous attitude to the next level of seriousness. Without you, where would we be?
Well, without the straight man and the funny guy,
that would cost a lot of people. I've got a piece of that. Jack, take this one. Richard.
I'll take those. I'll put them over here. I'll hand them back here.
Congratulations. Thank you. Unbelievable. Wow.
Here's your glass and your light.
Sorry, but Vinny just got the sweaty hands. So, please tell us who you are and what kind of music you make.
I'm Jack Joseph, and we are music videos.
That is right. I haven't seen this. And you shot here, right?
We do local artists that should be at the beach spot. What the fuck is Costco? Downtown. Scranton Beach Mall. Our last name I had my first show. Gotta get famous. Months later, and I was like, that's a memory, like, who are we? I thought it was annoying. People loved it. Thought it was funny. And it got put up with changing our names and stuff like that. Like it makes good shit. You know what I mean? So we just branded behind it and became a thing we love, brand music for other It takes time.
Give everybody that way you don't have to There's my interview. Thank you guys.
Talk. All right, go. But that's just because it's loud. Talk for me.
If you can hear everything all right? Does that sound a little bit better? What's that? All right.
Hi, Rich. I'm Doug.
Hey, how are you?
Powder Keg Culture.
All right, so tell us who you are and what you're doing here tonight.
Okay, my name is Doug. I represent Powder Keg Culture for the punk rock category. Happy to be here, you know?
So tell us a little bit about Powder Keg Culture. When did you guys get started?
We formed around 2020. We're a three-piece band, and we're like kind of in the pop-punk realm, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't really like that term, but
yeah,
it's like Blink-182. We're not really like that. So yeah.
So 2020. So you guys like mid-pandemic are like, let's start a band.
Yeah, pretty much. That was like, you know, we're all bored and we like worked like really didn't have like our workers like there weren't many workers like so.
Okay.
I don't know. We just risked it. Whatever. We risked it. You know.
So tell us about your latest release. What music do you have out now?
The last thing we did was a bunch of singles. We just released singles this year. We did release a comp with Suburban Downgrade and Two for Flinching and Black Friday Death Count.
Okay.
So that was a pretty cool comp called the Yous and Yins, and we put it out on vinyl. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Getting anything out on vinyl is
it's really cool.
But yeah,
it's great to hear it like for the first time.
So, you know, what is the process of putting together like a comp like that?
Well, I'm friends with all those bands. I actually formed that comp because like we're all good friends, and I was like, let's throw it out there, and it kind of different parts of the state, so it kind of like helped a little bit spreading it out. So the Yins is the west, and the U's are the, you know, eastern bands. So you know what I mean? You know, the slang. So
where you guys playing this weekend?
We're not playing this weekend.
Are you? Do you have any shows coming up?
I'm in two bands now.
Oh, okay.
In a band called Neanderthal. And so that band is more active right now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, well, tell us about Neanderthal then.
Neanderthal is like hardcore. Kind of hardcore.
So a little bit harder, heavier.
Yeah, and we're brand new. So, I mean, it's been only like 3 months. We played 6 shows, so it's been good.
Okay.
Going
so yeah,
good.
you guys are coming out of the gate, just firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, we played in York last weekend and Altoona. So.
Do you guys have any recordings coming up that you might do?
We're on Spotify and YouTube, just under Neanderthal, just like that.
Neanderthal.
Neanderthal. Yeah. So it'll be. It's
not me, Tarzan, you, Jane.
Yeah. Ooh, Neanderthal. Yeah. Well, congratulations on your win, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you deserve it. I see you doing a lot of stuff for the scene.
Thank you so much tonight. Is there anything else you want to mention before we get out of here?
No, but thank you for your time, man, and I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. Thanks for coming out.
Yep. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Rich?
Good.
Congratulations on your award.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate it. So, tell us who you are and who you're representing here tonight.
I'm Tanner Snyder. I'm here representing myself for Best Drummer of the Award, and I'm also here for Blind Choice Best Punk Band of the Year.
Congrats on your nominations.
Thank you so much, Rich.
So, Blind Choice has been going for a while now.
Yeah,
so,
6 years.
How are things been with the band this year? What do you guys been up to? What have you been doing?
We've been playing here and there. We're working on writing new music right now. We're going to be going into the studio soon here in the winter. Our bass player Matt's coming back from California, so we're super stoked about that. And we're going to be reintroduced to everyone as a four-piece now with lead guitarist from our fill-in bassist, but actually lead guitarist Lennon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming up, you guys have any shows that people can catch you out?
Blind Choice is going to be playing this Saturday at the Bog in Scranton, and we have a show coming up October 19th at the at Planet Trog, and then we have one in December 9th at the HMAC, playing with a few other cool bands as well.
Tell us about your latest single or release that you guys have out.
Our last release was our EP Silver Lining that came out about a year or so ago now. We recorded that with AJ Larson, who's also up for award. Shout out AJ, you're awesome. But we just been grinding, writing music, and getting ready to get back to everything when Matt gets back from California.
Nice. And you're also in another band as well.
I'm in quite a few projects right now. I'm playing with 5 different bands this month.
Oh wow! Okay, so even busier than I thought. But I've been seeing you at the open mic with a certain trio.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
That's awesome. It's one of my new bands. I started with my cousin Shug. It's a punk rock band. We're having a lot of fun with that. We have a show actually 4 or 5 days later after Blind Choice plays this Saturday. We're playing the 20th at the Bog. So shout out to that show. Come out, have fun. And I have another band out in Lancaster with a bunch of friends that I went to school with. We're called Fake Poser. It's a lot of fun. We're like an alternative indie grunge rock band. So it's a lot of fun. And I graduated from school this past spring and trying to find work and be a drummer.
Congrats, man.
Thank you so much.
I wish you the best of luck. Anything else you want to mention before we get out of here?
Just come out, have a great time. There's so much great music going on this weekend and weeks coming up. I'm so excited about the music industry in Scranton, PA. Like this past year alone has shown me so much how I feel like we're really heading in a really cool direction, and a lot of really cool things are going to happen now and the years coming up. So I'm really excited to see what the scene does.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate you hanging out with me on the carpet for a little bit.
Thank you so much, Rich.
Oh, your time to shine. Hold that thought. All right. Is this live?
Yeah, it is.
Where's the camera?
Right there.
Hello. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I hope it's on. Otherwise,
check 1 2. Check 1 2.
I think so.
It's on.
So you are certainly the best dressed man here.
You think so?
No question. No question.
Best dressed man here, he said. You heard it.
So get this guy a trophy. If there's not one for that.
I don't think there is, but I would
love
one.
Yeah, there needs to be one just for that.
I don't think anyone here tonight except me is in chaps.
Right.
These are custom.
Well, I can tell, and the smell of leather
is
coming off you, man.
I picked the cow that had to die for these, and she was named Tilly, and she was a good cow.
Tilly did a fine service, I must say.
She did a good job. I didn't create the industry, but I did buy them, so it's okay.
Right, of course. So tell us what you're here for tonight. What kind of music do you make?
So I make, believe it or not, country music.
No.
Yes, country
I never would have guessed.
Music. And I am Cat Matthews, the one and only Cat Matthews. I put out 6 originals this year and a music video.
Nice.
Which was awesome. Thank you to the Honky Tonk for housing the video. And thank you to 3 Saints Barbershop for making my mustache look so good. Chesapeake. But we did a lot this year.
Yeah.
That's a lot. 6 songs, EP and a single and a music video. Cat Matthews Country. I'm not your typical country artist, though.
Yeah.
I do country rock, country metal.
Okay.
Do country everything.
That's awesome.
I'm a rocker at heart. This is not a wig.
Yeah.
This is real. Spent a lot of time growing this.
Real and spectacular, I must say.
Thank you. You like the curls?
I do.
Thank you.
I mean, it never worked out for me.
I will
So
donate some to you if you want. I have a lot of extra back hair that I could give
Yeah.
to you.
Hey, yeah, absolutely.
It would be nice.
I'll
That's
take
a
what I can get.
donation. Electric City Music Awards. Remember that. But yeah, I am Cat Matthews. I'm here tonight. I'm introducing Best Female Act or Vocalist of the Year.
Okay.
So I will be on the stage regardless. You will have to look at the belt buckle and the chaps no matter what. So it's like maybe throw an award.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'd like to get up to dozens of monthly listeners.
Absolutely.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We
Well,
have hundreds.
let's start with that music video.
All right.
What tell us about the making of that video?
Let me tell you. So I wrote a song that's the title track of my EP called Midnight Therapy. And it sounds like a sexual innuendo, but it is. It's Midnight Therapy. And we put out the EP, 5-song EP. Midnight Therapy was the title track. And a great videographer from this area, Eric Ayub, shout out, said, I want to do a music video of that. So we filmed it on film at a honky-tonk bar at Mountain Sky Resort, which is like a hippie commune that's awesome. You know it.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. Great Airbnb.
Yeah.
Great sauna. Trust me. Beautiful bonfires. Beautiful people that own it. Full studio and stage. Shout out Mountain Sky. And we filmed it over the course of 5 days. We were in farm fields. We were jumping. We were doing splits. It was awesome. Sorry, that was just a cough from the vodka. I mean, Gatorade. But it was so cool. 5 days of filming. Eric Ayub used film from the 70s. It was like old school. Never saw anything done like that. Shout out to Eric Ayub again.
Yeah.
He's going to get annoyed by this. But he's so good. It was a big camera. It was like Looney Tunes, like Warner Brothers. It was a big camera.
Yeah.
I drove a truck I didn't own. I didn't crash it, so
all right.
That's big.
Yeah,
it's a nice old truck. Had the chaps. I ordered these from Texas. Not everybody has these, I had to custom fit them. I had to give them my measurements. I didn't know how to do that. I measured my inseam, ladies. And it was normal. That's what they said. They said normal inseam.
Okay.
Got the jacket from Texas, hat, hair from Walmart. And here we are. We got 5 singles. No, 5 songs on an EP, a single, and a music video. 1 year. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's more than politicians do.
Easily.
Easily.
So what's next? Where can people see you coming up?
If you want to follow me, Cat Matthews, on everything. I'm on Spotify, all streaming services. Real Cat Matthews on Instagram, YouTube. I'm on MySpace. Not really. But I got a card here. See that? Camera. Cat Matthews. There it is. You can zoom in on that later. These were made at Staples. Support small business. Support OnlyFans. That's what I say. Don't go on the big sites. Go on OnlyFans. Because that's your local neighbors.
For sure.
That's what I could say. Huh. But other than that, I'm Cat Matthews. I have a big single coming out. It's a song that's really well known. It's going to be big. Should I even say it?
I mean, maybe you want to leave people in suspense a little bit.
Maybe you know a guy that blew up recently named Oliver Anthony. I might have a single coming out.
Okay.
That's a cover of one of his, maybe.
All right.
But other than that, keep in touch. Follow me. I am the Northeast Cowboy, Cat Matthews, and I'm going to let somebody else have a turn.
All right. Thank you so much.
God
Appreciate
bless
it.
you, brother.
Thank you so much, man.
Support the Electric City Music Awards.
Hi, Rich.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Why don't we start by you introducing yourself and some of the music that you make and, why you're here tonight.
Okay. So my name is Abby Vale. And first and foremost, I'm here tonight to support my husband, Grant Williams, who is up for a few different awards. But I'm also here to represent Du Hast, the Rammstein tribute band, which I play bass for.
Oh, that's awesome. So that, I would imagine, is an especially challenging band to emulate in any form.
Right.
How did you get involved with that project?
So I was actually asked to fill in as bassist last May, but I fell so in love with it that it just kind of became mine.
Okay.
It is challenging, not so much for me, but our singer has obviously the hardest job. He had to learn German to do this project, so I give him all the credit in the world. And whenever we need to learn a new song, we give him all the time that he needs.
Right. Well, that was my next question is how many of you guys know German?
Only him. Only him. I can count a little bit because of some of the songs, but that's about it.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I think they've only done a couple of them in English at any point, like Du Hast and probably one or two others. That's about it. So, so tell what has the reception been like around here to the Rammstein tribute?
It's a niche thing, so I think it's taking us some time to gain a big, a lot of traction. But I think if we keep working at it, I think we're going to find our people.
For sure. Well, I mean, there's not many people willing to take that on, I think.
Exactly.
So
exactly. We play in New York mostly, and we play at Love Drafts in Mechanicsburg, and we're actually playing here next Friday, the 22nd. We're opening for Destination West.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, you guys will be here at the V-Spot coming up. So, make sure you guys come and check that out. That's going to be great.
Yes.
And you have some of your own work that you've done over the years, too. Are you still kind of maybe in the background writing stuff or anything?
I have done solo bass stuff, and that was a lot of fun, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
So you never know. Maybe I'll do that again because I loved to do it. But right now I'm just kind of enjoying the German stuff.
Getting in touch with your German side, whether you knew you had one or not.
Right.
Now I guess you do.
Yeah.
All right, so what else do you have coming up? You got the show at the V-Spot. Is there anything else?
We have the show at the V-Spot, and on Friday the 13th, we are at the Keystone Stage, and it's a Halloween show, so you can come dressed in costume. I plan to be in costume. We're always in costume.
Right.
Because we wear, like, the white masks in the Du Hast music video. We wear those on stage, so that's cool, too.
Nice, yeah, that's a little mystery, a little fun, too, the whole thing. Anything else you want to mention before we get out of here?
That's about it.
No? Thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Hello, sir.
Hello, Richard.
How are you? So please tell us who you are and what you're doing here tonight.
My name is William, and today is my birthday. I'm 28 years old.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
And I came here to support my friend, the band, as well. I wanted to support my band, The Crates. Joe, Caleb, Mason, and Chris Jackson. Hopefully they can win,
Yeah,
I'm looking
fingers crossed for them.
So I'm looking forward for that. And that's what I'm here for, and that's what V-Spot is about, It's very inspirational to see, other artists and local artists around here, that they have so much talent that they have. It's actually inspiring me. Maybe one day I'll be an artist myself, maybe one day. Not sure what I'm going to do, really. Not 100% accurate, but hopefully somewhere along the line as long as I continue to follow the band, the Crates, and whoever I support too, I always try to give them 100% shout out to.
Yeah, so I've always loved local music and didn't know what I could do to really support it other than to just show up, and it just kind of turned into this sort of thing. So you never know where things might take you.
Yeah.
But I'm actually working on an editorial about this, but I think the local music scene more than anything needs fans. Needs real music fans that actually come out and support shows.
That's what
and I see you all the time on those shows. So you are a perfect example of one of those people.
I just love it. It's all it took was to come down here. Chris even mentioned about this place that I never heard of, but I always drive by it. And I finally came up here, and it was just gave me a little anxiety, but it's okay because it took me a while to get used to everything and so on and so forth. But after supporting them and following Chris and following his band and his passion and everything, I give him all respect, and this V-Spot as well, and you too, Richard. Most importantly, because without this place, it's it's something unique about it that everybody brings back together. So
for sure,
respect that.
Yeah. I mean, the open mic is so great for introducing people to. That's how I met Chris and the Crates and all that stuff as well. So I love being a part of that, and I love seeing those kinds of bands grow and get better and better, and write new stuff and get bigger shows and everything. So that's really, really cool. So anything coming up in the area that you think we should check out?
Nothing really, not that I could think of. I'm just here because I heard about it, and I was like, man, the same day on my birthday. I'm like, yeah, might as well.
Hell yeah, man. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's so good to see you, man.
It's a pleasure, Richard. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for coming out.
You're welcome.
Hello, sir.
How's it going?
Good. How are you? Please tell us who you are, what kind of music you make, and what you're doing here tonight.
Oh, that is a loaded question.
A whole bunch of stuff all in one there.
I'm Ted Hazard. I play what the kiddos like to call folk punk, but I consider myself more or less a singer-songwriter at this point. And I'm here today to mingle with everybody, and because apparently I got nominated for Album of the Year for 2023, which is pretty cool.
Congratulations. That's one of the top ones. That's really, really cool. Just to be nominated is awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I mean, probably no chance of me actually winning, but but it's nice to come out to this every single year and just mingle with everybody.
Well, let's make an argument for this album. Let's talk about some of the highlights on that album. What makes you proud of it, and what was some of your favorite things to create on that album? Maybe some of your best tracks.
Well, I think last year at the SMAs, I briefly talked about it because it was in the middle of production.
Yeah.
But this is probably the longest album it's taken me to make. It took me about 3 months to record this thing with JL Studios with Joe Loftus and Jay from Estacota. But it's really, it's a mammoth of a record because there's 17 songs. You've got multiple instruments on every one of them, which I played most of them. The only thing I didn't play was stand-up bass and some electric guitar, which was supplied by Tyler Troutman of Condition Oakland. The bass was played by Chris Decker of the Chris Decker Orchestra. And honestly, I think it's some of the best songwriting I've ever done, and some of the catchiest stuff too.
Nice.
It's one of those records you could listen to from front to back and not get bored of it, because every single song just has its own identity, and that's what I'm most proud of. Like I really think it's honestly one of the best records I've ever put out, from anything.
And you've put out a lot of music, so that says a lot.
Some people argue I put out too much music.
What about in the art world? Because you do some animation and things like that too. What have you been up to lately on that end of things?
Well, I'm in the middle of working on a series called Sliced Bread. Because September has been so crazy in the music world, I'm kind of in a, what do you call it, mid-season break
Yeah.
So I have 2 episodes left to do with that.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to finish a short film, a little something called Devil to Pay Chapter 2, something I've been working on for a couple of years. I only have maybe one or two scenes left, and that should be in the bag. Getting that ready for the Jim Thorpe Film Festival next year.
Okay.
And then after that, there's actually talk of possibly doing a season 4 of Crest Tunes.
Okay.
Because with everything happening with music again, I've been getting a lot more inspiration for that.
Yeah.
And I think maybe next year, possibly the year after that's going to be the time to get it done, because I really feel like the world needs it again.
Is a lot of that is probably based on your personal experiences or people maybe you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the scene.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we don't want to say names, but
no, of course
that's
not.
the truth.
But yeah, you'll watch it, you'll probably pick up on a little bit of that, for sure. Oh yeah, I think I know that guy. So what's next for you? What's coming up?
What's next? Well, right now, like I said, I'm probably, after this month, I'm going to try to finish the new series, Sliced Bread. And then I've actually been working on some new material. I might record a new record next year. If I don't record a new record next year, I might be going into JL Studios again to re-record some older stuff with, more full band stuff of older songs, because I feel like they really need the treatment that Destructive Criticism got.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming out. And,
always a pleasure.
Good luck to you on the album, and hopefully I'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Yeah.
Good seeing you, man.
Hello.
Hello, young lady.
It's nice to see you.
Please, for the camera, tell us who you are and what kind of music you make and what you're doing here tonight.
My name is Rachel Bradshaw. I surprisingly to myself, I wasn't expecting it. I got nominated for Best New Artist this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I write my own music. Everybody always asks me what genre I would put myself in, and I never have an answer for them.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know. But, I don't know. At my core, I am just a writer. I started with poetry, and I still do that. I do a lot of that in the scene, But, yeah, my songs are really just, my poems, kind of. But I started writing songs just because it was the only way I knew how to express how I felt, and then I realized through those things that I felt very alone and that a lot of other people related to them also. And so then by sharing them, I could help other people feel less alone, which is why I do it. But yeah.
So do you have any plans to record some of these songs and, get them out there to a larger populace? Do you have anything out now that people can look at?
Yeah, so I don't have anything out right now. I am actively working on recording stuff. My problem is I'm a big perfectionist, and so I want to perfect everything before I put it out.
Okay.
But I need to get over that and just do it.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I am definitely working on that, so hopefully very soon. But
yeah, you don't want to turn into a George Lucas type where you're kind of adding more and more and more and more and more and more. It's good as it is. I've heard many of these songs at the NEPA Scene open mic, and I'm so impressed, and I can't wait to hear what a recorded version would sound like.
I'm really excited too. It's actually, I think 3 weeks ago was exactly a year since I first came here, which was the first time I performed in front of anybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's been a year. So that's cool.
That's awesome. So it's been quite the year then.
It has been quite the year, dude. It's been weird. My life is very, very different now. There's a guy dancing. My life is wildly different than it was a year ago, in the best way, though.
And since you brought up the poetry, I want to mention that a little bit. So you're kind of a part of a poetry group around here that does some stuff. Talk a little bit about that and tell people there is actual live spoken word and poetry out here that you guys should be checking out.
So, I'm with a group called the Party Poets. I mostly roll with my very good friend Monk Melville. He's the one that inspired me to actually start performing my poetry and stuff. Yeah, very, very talented. I work with I work with so many people. Oh my God, I don't know. But we have a night here at the V-Spot the last Wednesday of every month, just dedicated to poetry, which is so cool because we are the first people to ever do poetry here. So it's been really, really cool watching that grow over the past few months. So definitely check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we travel all over the place. We featured last month in Lancaster at a mic, which was fantastic. We've been to Philly, we've been to Bethlehem, just like all over the place. So it's been really cool.
Nice.
But again, we started here, so.
That guy.
I always feel supported with him. In a very, very aggressive way.
He is, yes. He's
but
extremely supportive. But yeah.
It borders on terrifying.
Right,
but,
yeah. For sure. Do you have any shows or things coming up you want to plug?
Yeah, so actually, so I have 2 poetry and 1 music coming up in the next couple weeks. So I'll be at Abide Coffee House for poetry on the 23rd. Mm-hmm. I'll be here, I think it's the 28th, whatever the Wednesday is, at the V-Spot for poetry with the Party Poets. And then I will be playing at Montage for the Wine Fest. I'll be up in the... Hi! I'll be up at Montage. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then I got a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on booking. So hopefully, once I have all my dates, I'll post it online and everything. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the red carpet.
I know for a fact that you don't hear it enough, but like I really, really, really appreciate you.
Oh, thank
you.
You.
So much. Like I actually think about it all the time. I wouldn't be doing any of the stuff I'm doing if you didn't make this possible for us.
Oh, well, thank you.
So I really appreciate it.
Good. Well, to me, every time I see somebody making friends, succeeding, getting their stuff out there, that's the reward for me. So I greatly appreciate that.
You deserve all the awards, and I'm sure you'll get them. And if you don't, I'll start a riot. So like, it's cool.
I got one, so I'm good.
All right, 1 down. That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh.
Can grab a sip of water fast.
Yeah, no, you're good.
So please tell us who you are and what you're doing here tonight.
My name is G Lyrical. I'm a hip hop artist. I'm here because I was nominated for Best Hip Hop Act this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you get started making music?
Well, ever since I was like 12, I always liked music and I always wanted to be a part of it. So then eventually I see like people I knew doing it, so I was like, let me just give it a shot. And then when I started recording, everybody was like, yo, you're really good, you should do it. So that's why I just kept doing it and just kept it going.
What's your latest release out now?
I have a video out called Even the Score. It's on YouTube, and I did that a couple months back. I can't remember. I think December I released it.
Okay. What was maybe the inspiration behind that song? What was it about?
Well, the song, it was really just about I don't know. It's kind of just random. Just basically just just bragging, getting over things, just stuff like that, really.
So you're in that vein of hip hop, that kind of I don't know, braggadocious thing, for a little bit, lack of a better word, that
pretty much,
bravado, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I try to do a lot of my unreleased stuff is I try to do motivational, inspirational stuff too. And then I have the other stuff that's hardcore and stuff, but I mainly try to focus on inspirational, try to motivate people to do better.
Okay.
So.
And does that then motivate you to do better as well? Is that a way to push yourself as well?
Yeah, a lot of it, because at first it all comes to me, I'm thinking, all right, I got to do something because I'm sitting here not getting anything done. All right, let me write a song real quick, and then through that, it motivates me to get up, and then hopefully it can motivate other people to do the same thing. Because I have a song on SoundCloud called Early Grave, and somebody actually messaged me and told me that when they listened to that song, it stopped them from committing suicide. So
Wow.
Yeah, so.
I mean, that's really what it's all about. Like when you touch somebody that much that it like changes their life in a way. You know, like that's unreal.
It made me think more because I'm like, all right, so now people are listening to what I'm saying. I gotta like just really like be careful what I say.
You put some pressure on you a little bit.
Yeah, so I thought of that. And mainly I've been doing like a lot. I'm involved with a cipher group based out of Providence, Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
They're called Grimo Cipher.
Okay.
I've been traveling a lot with them. Like we did shows in Austin, Texas, Providence, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York.
Okay.
And like I've been doing the ciphers a lot, and I really love doing that.
I was gonna say, is that sharpen your skills? You think?
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm around a lot of other like artists that they're really good and they're from different areas. So like when I get around them, I'm like, all right, I gotta step my game up. I was like,
for sure.
I was like, these guys are fire. So all right, I gotta go harder next time. So.
All right. So what do you have coming up next? Are there any shows or places that people can see you coming up?
I don't have any shows coming up just yet because like I've had like something that set me back. So I gotta get things in order first before I could do that. But I do have an album coming out. I don't want to give out the name yet, but it's gonna be like a lot of stuff that I was supposed to release years ago. That's gonna come out. That's gonna be on that album.
Nice. So, well, we'll keep a lookout for that. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
All right. What up?
All right, guys, bring it on over.
Come on, Mezzos. Let's bring it on down. What do we got here? Gum? I don't have any of that. My breath's probably got tonsil stones.
All right, so you have any big message that you want to get out this year, like we did last year, or we? No, we're not. None of. We're good. Okay. All right, we're good on that.
That's the big message. Go Birds.
Are we all on camera there? Are we all?
Yeah, let's scooch in. Let's get real close to Rich. I know him. It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's all right. All right, we've known each other a long time.
Never going to give you up, Rich.
All right, so tell us a little bit about the band and what you're doing here tonight.
Trish, I'll hand this over to you.
We are the Mezzos. We're here again at the 10th annual Steamtown Music Awards. Just hanging out. It's fun. Why not be here? I mean,
absolutely.
There is a lot going on this weekend. It's a busy weekend for a lot of people, but this is like it's the heart of the scene. It's the appreciation to everybody that does stuff like you and Vinny and the V-Spot and Joe and the bands and everybody.
I feel it's always nice to be recognized, just to be nominated in some form.
And a lot of people, right.
Even just to be here to kind of socialize and hang out. Like, how many times do you get this many local musicians in the same room together?
Right, it's a great networking tool. It really is, because a lot of people don't realize that you're in, and even like. I almost said civilians, but non-musicians. like, oh, I didn't know you were in a band. And it's like, gee, I guess you're not really following me on the Facebook.
Right, yeah.
That's all I post about. Like, so, whatever. I don't have a life. It's that. That is my life. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to be releasing new stuff, though. I want to get to some meat and potatoes here. See what I did there? But yeah, we're going to be releasing. We recorded at SI back in July, before the fray. Wow. July 1st. Wiggy did a great job as always, and I'm so glad I got to present him with that award tonight. That was great. So, but yeah, so we're going to be, and it's no big promotion. We're just going to drop it as soon as we're ready with it. Artwork is being handled by the lovely Brian Langen. We love the stuff he does, so we're using this opportunity to plug that. And what do you got to say, Dom?
I would just like to thank everybody for coming to see us play all the time, because we do it quite often, and we enjoy doing it. Yeah, I love playing the V-Spot, man. That's the spot, man. It's the hub, so.
That's a good
There's
one.
always a built-in crowd, man. It's the spot, so.
For sure.
And thank God Vinny, overcame what happened upstairs, and we were able to come back here and do all that stuff, so yeah. It's a cool spot.
It is.
Yeah, it's the hub.
V. It's the spot. It's the V spot. And yeah, you could definitely tell it's a really awesome event that all the musicians are coming out because the parking lot by the glider was fucking packed. We got the last spot. I think all the spots after were made up.
Well, I think, there was a rivalry over the years of the V-Spot versus the glider and back and forth over the parking issue. And I believe it's been resolved. Maybe it's going to start again tonight. I don't know, because there's a lot of people here.
I wouldn't blame them. I'm hoping a lot of those open-faced turkey platters, though.
Yeah.
Let's hope that at least half the parking lot orders those, and they'll at least give them some business. I mean, they have it, but I'm saying, just give it to them. These khaki? No, these are like curtain material. Did I pee myself? I thought he was interviewing me.
Thank you.
Yes, kids out there, I did pee myself. It's cool when you're waiting in line and you can't leave line.
Yeah.
And, you can't leave the line. You just pee yourself. You got to win that Nintendo Switch.
You wear the yellow pants for the pee. You wear the brown pants.
What do you got?
when you pee yourself?
Pockets, man.
Yeah.
Stop it with the... They're actually stone tablets. Some credits.
15, 10 commandments. All right, so what's up next for you guys?
We're at the Bog tomorrow night, 9:30, and on October 7th, we're at Finnegan's in downtown Scranton with our buddies
Another
Duffy.
great venue.
Matt Duffy, my former, once again, solo project with friends, Wilrow Hood will be playing as well, along with 40 Watt and the Mezzos. So that's us at Finnegan's October 7th. And November 10th at River Street Jazz. Club City.
Duffy's Cut and Matt Witt. I believe that's how you say his last name.
And Flyer by Connor Langen. Check it. Clout.
And one other thing before we get out of here, what can we expect from this new music coming up that you guys talked about?
It's going to kick you in your nuts or whatever. It was done by Weg, and he did a really good job with it, and he always does. Yeah, he brings out the best in us.
Brought it up a notch.
Yeah, he kicks ass, so. And he deserved what he got tonight, so.
And there was like an extra little thing or two that is out of the normal.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
It's different. It's good.
Songs are different as you know them. There's two of the songs even have 2 bass tracks.
Oh.
Just saying, guys.
That's called...
And gals. And theys.
That's called evolution, brother.
All right, Rich, for having us.
Thank you.
We'll pass this on to the next tourist. Come on.
I appreciate it.
Hold it, and then you pass it.
Look up Howie Mantel's asshole exposed prolapse on TikTok.
I knew we couldn't get away with it without some kind of mention of that. Hello, sir.
What's up?
How are you?
Congratulations on the award.
Oh, thank you so much, man. All right, well, tell us who you are and what kind of music you make, what you're doing here tonight.
What's up, guys? Kyle Demko from Always Undecided. I got my little sister, Callie, who also is in Always Undecided every once in a while. We're happy to be here, man. V-Spot, shout out. Thank you so much for doing this every year. Joe Cavastine and Electric City Music Conference, Steamtown Music Awards, man. Thank you so much for involving us in this every year, man. We appreciate it so much. Thank you.
I was going to say, it's pretty cool. You've been nominated in a couple of awards, I believe, there. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, honestly, I'm glad to be home. I was living in Pittsburgh a little bit there, and I took my foot off the gas after doing really well with the full band stuff.
Nice.
And honestly, I'm just really glad to be home. You know, that's why I brought my sister up here, and I'm literally just glad to be home and involved in all this because the local scene means a lot to me.
I was going to say, did you learn anything about the Pittsburgh scene out there while you were there?
Yeah, I did a little bit out there. Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? But this is my hometown, and I mean I floor it when I'm home. And things have been going really good for the solo acoustic stuff, and we're getting the shows. We're putting on good shows, and it feels great. And I'm seriously just excited. I'm excited to spend the night with my family and some of my best friends. So
And please tell us what you've been up to as well, musically.
What's up, guys? I'm so happy to be here. This is awesome. I'm so happy. Nipa Scene, just bought myself a t-shirt. Love
Thank
it so much. But more importantly, I'm so happy to be here to support my brother. Always undecided, Kyle Demko, the greatest of all time. So, just happy to be here.
So, tell us what are you working on now? Is there anything that maybe you haven't released yet that you got going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, we're putting in a lot of work. I started working at Music Around, so I'm underneath people like Teddy Young and Dustin Douglas, and I mean I got Anthony Pigataggio, who's always been involved in stuff, and the dude knows what he's talking about. He's a great musician, and I mean just the whole group of them. Chris Jackson, man, Gavin Fink's there, and I'm just trying to take as much in as possible and learn as much about the craft as possible, and I'm really trying to put the work in, and it's paying off. And like I just can't thank my friends and family enough, man. It's cool, and that's why we come here every year to celebrate everybody doing what they love to do. Celebrating the craft, man, and I'm just happy to fucking be here, man.
That's awesome. That's great. Well, I mean, that's what it's all about, is making everybody feel good. Being a local musician has its ups and downs and its struggles and things like that, and it's good shows and bad shows and whatever. So, like, getting everybody in a room to like celebrate that we're all creative people trying to do something creative. I just think that's such an important thing, and I'm glad that we're all here, part of it.
Yeah, and hey, anybody that's tuning in, NEPA Scene here every single Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Come out here. This is how I got started. This is how me and Anthony got started. There's a bunch of people that are on this list in general, and this is why we're here. Come out and meet everybody, shake hands, man, and just meet everybody. There's a bunch of people here that are all rooting for each other, and that's what we're here for, man.
For sure.
Yeah, I definitely want to give some recognition to all the amazing talent that is being recognized here tonight. It's incredible. There's so many amazing artists that just deserve this recognition. So that's huge for me. Got one right here, Rachel Bradshaw over here. She's amazing. Love her. But yeah, thank you, Nipa Scene, for just doing this and making it an opportunity for so many people.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it, man. Anything else you want to mention before we get out of here?
No, man, just stay tuned. Always Undecided. Kyle Demko from Always Undecided, man. We're putting in work. Keep your eyes peeled. There's gonna be some cool stuff coming out. We got original music coming out soon, we're just trucking along right now. So keep your shoulders down. And man, shout out to everybody else that was nominated, everybody that's performing, man. We're rooting for you all the way. Always Undecided is a big supporter of the local scene, so we're rooting for you guys all the way, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys. All right.
Good job, bro.
Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
I'm not used to being on this side of the mic, Rich.
Yeah, right?
This is weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yo, can we get a good round of applause for Rich Howells, NEPA Scene, ladies and gentlemen? Fuck you, Rich! And that guy!
As if I'm not being blind enough by this.
Oh my God!
We got this over here.
I know you're seeing anything.
This hunk of man over here. Oh. So please, for people watching at home, tell us who you are and what you're here for tonight. What kind of music you make, all that good stuff.
All right. So my name is Paul Davis. I am up for the Videographer of the Year award, but I also do many other things. I'm an artist. I go by the name Pauly DeFuck. I have also co-own the Keystone Stage. I own a company called PFD Media. We do a lot of filming. That's where the brunt of the video work comes from. But I also am a mental health activist. Please check on your peeps.
For sure. Now, tell us about your video work that you're nominated for. What got you into that? And, is that something that you do all the time? Or is it something you kind of have to balance with the music? Or, how does that work with the video work?
So, strangely enough, the video end is actually more of the front than the music. The music's more of the passion for me. Like, I love the art. I love producing music. I love making music. I love making music with my friends. I like seeing all the artists, what they make, because they speak to you in different ways. So with that, like, my main hustle is making videos. I work for, WBRE, I work for the news station, so I'm constantly filming for them. On the side, I'm working for other companies, filming for them, editing for them, so I'm constantly doing something with the camera or an editing program of some sort.
Yeah. So your neck and back is just screwed, right?
Oh, my
basically,
God.
Right?
You know, the weight of the world.
Yeah.
It's all there.
This goddamn camera, so big.
Just,
I actually did a lot of news reporting myself over the years too, and people don't realize how small of a production it really is behind the scenes.
Oh, yes.
And how it's really down to like 1, 2, 3 people. Like you see the final product, the production, whatever, all cut together and everything, and going live back and forth and stuff. But you don't realize like how much a cameraman really, really does behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Can you speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, so, initially when I first, got hired on, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go film things. No, it's like you're going out, you're setting up shots, you're filming, you're carrying audio equipment, you're carrying lights with you, you're interviewing people, you're asking proper questions.
Yes.
You're making sure you're establishing the end consumer, like
right.
what you're going to see on TV. So there's a lot of moving parts with that. And then on top of that, there's other people that are involved. So after I get back with it, I have to hand it off to other people.
Right.
And then they're doing graphics and sound. So it's a small, but it's a concise team.
Yeah.
So
I've seen, so many of these guys, they got the huge thing on their back or whatever, and then they're reaching this over here to do the interview and stuff too, and it's just like the people just take that for granted, like.
It's that mic.
Please support your local media in all those forms. Man.
That mic is deceptively heavy. After a while, you hold it out there for a minute, your arms start dropping.
Because they're not giving you a reporter for every one of those stories.
No, it's a pleasure when you get to work with a reporter. It's like it's like a day in paradise. You're like, oh, I don't have to ask people stuff. This is awesome. I just take orders. Awesome.
So let's talk about the music you have. A lot of it's very personal, and you really have some specific messages you want to get out there. Can you talk about how you take some really difficult topics and things that are really personal and putting them out there in front of people for everybody to see? Like I find that inspirational. But
it's the using the music is essentially a catalyst, because music touches people in a way that just person-to-person conversation can't always do.
Yeah.
Music speaks to somebody. A line in a song hits, and it drives an emotion, and you end up in tears in your car driving to your best friend's house because you've been struggling all day, and then that connected with you. And for people to know that there's somebody else out there that's just as messed up as them, because here's the secret. We're not special. We're all messed up. All of us have trauma to some varying degree, but it's so overwhelmingly a hard topic to think. There's a stigma with it, and then there's a stigma about getting treatment. Like the word therapy sounds like you're using illicit drugs.
For sure, yeah.
And you're like, I would go to therapy. People are like, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're getting your. Good for you, man.
Right. Yeah. There's judgment there.
You feel it, and it's not from everybody. I'm not saying everybody judges, but you do feel it.
For sure.
And then there's stigma with taking medication.
Yep.
And then there's stigma with when people don't have their medication. How they're like, well, you don't act like this. Well, it's the reason why I have medication. So there's so many different facets. The mental health comes in so many different ways. From what you tell yourself daily, because here's a secret, and I'm only regurgitating information I've learned. That voice in your head that's messing you up isn't yours. Somebody put that shit in. Can I curse on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody put that shit inside of you. Get it out.
Right.
Get it the fuck out.
For sure.
Because that shit's just gonna eat you up. It builds up. You can't get rid of it. You have to get it out. So if that release is going to a show on a weekend and jumping around in the mosh pit, or if it's writing poetry, get it out. It's better that I hear your story than your obituary, because I don't want to hear your obituary anymore.
For sure.
Very passionate topic.
Absolutely. Well, that's what we're here to celebrate tonight, is people's passion, their creativity. Is there something coming up that you can plug? Any shows coming up? Anything that you are involved with you want to plug?
Coming at you this weekend at the Keystone Stage, we got the big break of the final round. You better come out. 4 bands are going head-to-head. 3 bands are going head-to-head. What a final act. And 1 will take home the grand prize. It's going to be an extravaganza. Plus, we have Electric City Music Conference going around in there. If you can't find something to do this weekend, you're living under your couch.
For sure.
I don't know how you can do that, but you're living under your couch. Please don't do that. Come out, have fun.
Yeah.
You can live life. It's okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for coming out, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check on your peeps.
For sure.
Peace the fuck out.
Yes. Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Good, good. Good to see you.
How is
Hey, what's going on? So tell us who you are and what kind of music you make and what you're doing here tonight.
Hi, my name's Joe.
Nick.
We are a band called the Robinsonade. We do like alt rock emo music. Yeah, so
nice.
Yeah.
So you tell us about your latest release, what you guys got out there now that people can hear.
Our most recent release is an EP called Lukewarm. Oh, get a little distraction on the side. Our latest release is an EP called
As the alcohol flows, that's going to continue.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we live for it. This is what we love about the ECMC. This is what we love about it. Yes. Oh, yeah. That was...
Yeah.
Sorry to sidetrack the interview. This is
right?
This is like actually sick. We really got a setup here. Like
right?
So, yes, latest release is an EP we put out like 2.5 years ago called Lukewarm. Been playing it pretty low-key right now. We haven't done a ton of shows, like we're talking like post-COVID stuff. This is coming out like middle, kind of end of like the quarantine stuff, just starting to get out shows. Didn't really get the traction we wanted, but in the moment when we were writing the EP, I came up with an idea for a new album that we've been working on. I've been doing some writing for about 2.5 years now, and we're finally in the studio recording as of June.
Okay.
So, yeah. The new album is an album called Effigy. It is just basically my life in a concept album. If I lived 100 years ago exactly, what I would be doing, what my life would be like, and most likely be a coal miner. That's about it. That's like, so the thing I've been saying from the start of this, I even remember the first time I had the conversation with the band, because how this works is, usually I started off being a solo performer. I was doing, stuff just releasing under Joe Lombardo, and I transitioned to doing the band stuff. So I'm still heavy in the I write the songs, the guys play with me kind of thing. But ever since that EP, I've been wanting to come together more, and I told them, like, next time we write an album, I want you guys there, I want you writing it with me, I want you doing stuff. So I remember I had the guys over at our house. We have two other guys in our band, Ryan Gretadaria, who's on tour with his other band, You Drive, right now. They're playing a show right now in Ohio, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Huge. They're on tour with Cold right now. And our drummer is Ryan Whitman, who is also in the Taxmen with Nick. Remember, I had them over my house one night, and I said, guys, this is going to sound stupid, but I want to write an album about coal miners. And they all looked at me, and they're like, all right.
He straight up broke out a whiteboard with everything written out, all these, it was insane.
He was like the conspiracy meme from Always Sunny.
I truly was, like, they were sitting on my back porch, and I said, guys, give me a second. I came back with a whiteboard that I think at this point I've had the song listings from this album written for about 2.5 years now. It's still there. It's almost all worn away, but I have the picture of it. I know exactly what it was. And in that moment, I told them, guys, the one thing I'm trying to avoid with this is the cheese, the absolute cheese of it.
Right.
So I can make an album where it's just like, oh, I'm a coal miner, I swing a pickaxe, that's my life. That is the easiest route to take. And not that there's anything wrong with that. Having like very direct music about what you're writing is, just the entire thing. There's definitely like indie albums, people who have made like concept albums like this. But I was thinking more like the depth of it. So the literal, metaphorical, physical depth of it. It's not only I'm buried under the emotions of life, everything that's going on. I'm buried under this mound of dirt digging coal. Quite literally conjoining the two ideas and circumventing every bit of cheese about it. And again, like hesitant with it. And I remember showing them like the first couple songs, and they were all just like, "Hey, this is not what I thought it was. This is not what I thought it was."
Yeah.
Honestly. And I think, this is 3 years in the making now, Rich. This is something like I am person, I say it all the time, the Robinsonade is one of the most low-key bands. We are a band that just exists. I don't buy into the more slapping of the lights. I don't buy into the algorithm. You have to release a single every month. I know it's important. You want to get traction in your band.
Sure.
But, like, if I'm not making progress, I'm not going to force something out. I'm not going to release songs I'm not proud of. I'm not going to release stuff I'm not ready to do.
Yeah.
That's something I've discovered about myself. I'm a person who writes a song once a month. I don't sit down, write 6 songs, be like, okay, I'm going to make this, I'm going to do it. I write a song when I feel like it, and I write a song about how I feel. That's the one thing I've discovered with the music. So Effigy is a culmination of all that, and it is, we're in the process of making it. We're in the process right now where it's looking like, I think the first single and the title, like the opening track, they're coming out probably in January.
Okay.
Let's wait. Oh, Nick. Nick is actually the last part of the song we have to record. We're just waiting on the bass parts of it.
Okay.
Circumstances, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, I don't hate them that much. What's up next for you guys? Can we see you guys out anywhere soon or anything like that?
I was just saying, like, this is the first year I am not playing the ECM scene, I think, in 5 years. I am working doors this weekend for Cavi. I'm doing that. I said, I want to be a part of it, still be in that kind of thing. Yeah. But even, like, I played the COVID year. I did the COVID year when we did the complete virtual thing. It's so weird for the first time in 5 years not to be doing anything at all.
Yeah.
So I want to be a part of it. But still, like, I think the only show we have planned right now, well, it's just an acoustic for me, I think. I don't even know if it's announced I'm playing, but I'm doing one of the emo nights. I've been doing emo nights for Cavi for a bit now. They're, solid shows. I love the people who go there. I love emo nights in general. So I think that's the only thing I have planned, but we're looking to get, first single out, some traction in the coming months, and we're looking to, like, end of summer release on that album. So,
awesome.
Looking forward to that. And I would also love to score an interview with you in a more intimate kind of, long-range setting to talk about this.
For sure, yeah.
Definitely.
Not quite as loud and echoey.
No, there might be drunk people in the interview, but it might be me. It might not be the
some better lighting. Yeah.
You never know. Yeah.
The lighting's good, so it's not getting knocked over.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll have a solution for that relatively soon.
We're working on it.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Great seeing you. Yep. Great seeing you. Thank you.
You guys got the last of the screen. They have to actually take this down and put it up at the fair, I believe.
Well, last of the Mohegans, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. We're the only band to be interviewed during the transition of.
Yeah, that's right. That's actually, they're gonna look at this video and see it and be like, "What happened?" All right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Oh shit! It's over? Need help? I got you. It's over? Is this over?
Oh yeah, they have to take that down. So because this is going up to the NEPA fair, I believe. So yeah, we're trying to get a little bit of extra light in here so we can finish up these last couple interviews. And this is really helping, actually. If you could just stand here and just reflect all of the light, like that would be perfect.
Is everything in my hair all right?
Oh yeah, no, it looks good, man.
All
looks
right.
good.
What's up, Rich?
Yeah, you were looking smooth tonight, man.
Thank you, man. I mean, for NEPA scene, obviously.
Sure.
Steamtown Music Awards. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't have a party without a disco ball.
And you are that ball this evening.
I want to be, man. Yeah.
So tell us, for the people watching at home, who you are and what you're doing here tonight.
Hello, everybody. My name is George Palamides, emphasis on the me, and I am a hype man extraordinaire, an MC, a guy who cares about the scene, all of the scene, yeah, man, I'm just loving this. I'm loving everything, all the talented people of not only the 570, but I would say the whole tri-state, to be honest. So many different cool musical acts, and I mean, we got photographers and sound production and just everything, man. It's everything that brings entertainment together we got here.
For sure.
Yeah.
What now you also are involved with wrestling production as well.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about that and what you guys have been up to lately?
Sure. So I'm a part of what's called Smash Master Wrestling, and it's an independent wrestling scene that's taken over. We have some of the greatest, really greatest superstars from the 570 and tri-state area once again. We put on professional wrestling shows. You know, a lot of people might think, well, oh, what do you mean that fake stuff? Well, no, man. Come on down to a show, and it might be a dance, but man, it's one hell of a dance. And you know, that's what it is, man. I'm the host. I'm the ring announcer. I get to incite all of you people out there. I get to fire you up, you know, and you know, we just have a great time, and we really love it. We have a big show coming up, October 29th at Voodoo Brewery.
Oh,
it's going to be our
cool.
Halloween party.
Yeah.
So, you know, costumes are welcome, and it's going to be a great show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, have you guys done something at Voodoo before? Or is this?
No, this will be our first one at Voodoo Brewery.
Okay.
We've already been to Susquehanna Brewing in Pittston. We are signed on for 4 more shows next year, 2024, at Susquehanna Brewery. So that's really exciting. We seem to found our niche with the bar crowd and everything. They seem to really get into it a lot. So it only makes us work harder.
For sure.
Yeah.
Have you suffered any major injuries over this the course of these shows?
I didn't suffer any major injuries other than a strained vocal cord because I get up and get crazy.
Yeah.
However, I did get clotheslined up at Cayuga Field. We had a show, and that was because of my smart mouth.
Well, yeah, that can get you in trouble sometimes, for sure.
For sure.
All right. Is there anything else you want to plug before we get out of here?
Really, no, man. I love all of this. I love you, Rich. You already know that.
Thank you so
Everybody
much.
watching, this is really great. This is really great what we have. This whole area, this whole scene, come out. Support locals. Support everything, not just music. Support the jugglers, support the actors. Listen, support the hula hoopers, support the DJs. Just come out and support NEPA scene. I'm about to buy this shirt my goddamn self because I need a shirt on.
He does. See this? I mean, oh look, give me a hat too. There you go.
And a hat.
There's only a few of those left, so you better grab one while we still got
it's
them.
only at a fair price.
For sure.
Come on over and ask how much. Get a button, get a T-shirt. You know what I mean? Get on down to Providence Road, the V-Spot. There's still time. We're all down here chilling. Rich Howells is the motherfucking man.
Thank you. There. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a performance. I mean, there's action going on. I don't know if we can top that, but we're gonna try. Bring it in here.
Do you want me to drop the mic too? Is that
I mean, you also dabble in some wrestling as well, so
I do.
you got to
Fuck
bring
George.
that energy.
Fuck George. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I love George.
That rivalry has got to continue.
That's right.
I think we should come in just a little bit more here. There we go. All right, so tell us a little bit about your who you are, what kind of music you make, what you're doing here tonight.
So I'm Gus.
I'm Austin.
I'm Phil.
And we're Almost Paradise. We're a rock pop punk band based in NEPA. We just started back in April, and you know we're just trying to take over the music scene as much as we can with our new style, essentially, because I've never been a part of something like this, and the rest of the guys, they play for Fatal Misconception. Wow. Fatal Misconception, and that's a metal band, so like it's all new to us. This is a whole learning experience for us, and it's been great so far.
Where did the idea to get together and make this happen? How did that first come about?
So I saw them performing at the Keystone Stage as Fatal Misconception, and I've always kept an eye on them. And Almost Paradise was a concept for an R&B duo back in 2019. So fast forward to April 2023, I brought it to life, and I contacted Austin at first. Later on, we got blessed with Phil. Now we have Austin, Phil, myself, Dom, and Tyler. And it's been a crazy ride since then. And but like I said, it's all a part of the journey, and it's been such a great time practicing and getting to do the little bit of shows that we've done so far.
Nice. Well, yeah, we got to see you guys at the NEPA Scene Open Mic.
Right.
That was a lot of fun.
So that was incredible to do that. That was
thank
so
you so
fun.
I'm glad you guys had a good time. I mean,
I'm very proud that you are a part of that, and you get to express all the local music and everything that comes on every Tuesday.
I love doing it. It's great because it's the show comes to me. I don't have to go anywhere. Like,
yeah,
you guys all show up and you bring your best.
What
and
you're
it's
doing
great
for
to
local
see.
music has been an inspiration for a bunch of people to come out of their shells and be able to express how they're feeling and what they're doing, whether it's comedy, pop punk, metal, or R&B, whatever it is. You've been the guy. Tuesdays at the V-Spot has been very popular for the last few years, and we really appreciate what you've done. And Almost Paradise debuted there, so we really, it really means a lot to us to be able to debut as something that you've done that has a very big audience and a lot of talk about. So we really appreciate that. So thank you.
Well, you guys have a show coming up this weekend?
That's right. Yes, this Saturday. We're going to be at the Bog.
So, yeah, we're going to be at the Bog this Saturday for the Electric City Music Conference. Tonight, we are here at the Steamtown Music Awards, not only representing Almost Paradise, who has been nominated for Best New Artist, but these two are representing Fatal Misconception tonight as they got nominated for Best Metalcore Band of the Year. So it would be nice to go for a 2-for-2 tonight and win it all, but you know, a win in itself is being nominated for these awards and being here tonight and networking with all the different bands and artists and people like yourself, because I got my start at the V-Spot around this area at the NEPA Scene Open Mic, and I will always say it to the day I die that if it wasn't for you and putting that camera in front of all of us, that we wouldn't be able to get the shine that we have today.
Oh, well, thank you, man. I
absolutely.
appreciate that so much. Are you guys working on any kind of recordings or anything coming up?
Well, Fatal Misconception, us two, is going to be recording an album soon, very, very, very soon. I didn't even know that. Almost Paradise, we're working on a lot more original music to bring to the audience, and we've been covering a lot of music and been trying to dabble in a lot of the pop punk audience, but now we're trying to get ready for the audience to be listening to our original music and get ready for that. But we're pretty much both recording ready, getting ready to release new music to the world.
Okay.
Yeah, we're actually going to be recording over at our buddy's house, Landy. And yeah, shout out to Landy. We appreciate everything he does.
Landy's the man.
Yeah. And we're going to start the recording with Fatal Misconception and possibly as well with Almost Paradise.
I do want to make some honorable mentions for everybody who has helped shape the sound of Almost Paradise so far. Like in the very beginning of the baby sessions, we had Brad, who was our original lead, and then we had Joe and Shane. They had to take leaves for their own reasons, but there's been a lot going on within the band that has helped our growth, and we just can't wait to bring out our new originals for everybody to hear, finally release a small little EP or a single for everybody to listen to on all platforms, and we're ready to just take over the world, you know? Like it's gonna happen. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna make the work happen.
And people who have heard your guys' other projects, I think, are really going to be surprised about what they're going to be hearing from Almost
exactly,
Paradise.
because we have Fatal Misconception, who is a metalcore band, and then we have Gus the Savage, who is an all-around artist, R&B, pop, whatever, in a pop punk band. And it's been a lot different. It's like I said earlier, it's been a learning experience, but
it kind of merges together, like where he brings the pop and the R&B, the nice, very catchy hooks, and we bring kind of the metal, but like more of a heavier grooves to the pop punk scene.
Yeah.
Where I feel like the Scranton area will really catch ear and eye to what we're trying to do as a group.
Yeah.
So it's really gonna liven the pop punk scene from what it was before.
Yeah.
So once we get together and really record some original stuff, I feel like it's gonna break news, which is really great.
Nice.
So, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way with any other guys. Like these guys, like I said, I've watched them for years, and them being a part of this project, it means the world to me. Being nominated, being here tonight, talking to you every single fucking year means the world to me. So, you know, without further ado, we're just going to get ready for the rest of the night and let you continue on with these interviews. It's been a blast.
Thank you so
much. You can find us on Facebook, Almost Paradise, Instagram, Almost Paradise Band. New music will definitely be on the way. Catch us at the Bog this Saturday from 7 p.m. to 7:30. Don't miss it because it's going to be a good one.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Where do you want this?
Hand it off to the next.
All right, Robin.
We're being disassembled as we speak.
I'm late to the party.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were late to get started because of certain technical difficulties, so we appreciate people sticking around and hanging out with us.
Thanks for waiting for me.
Please tell us who you are and what you're here for tonight.
Absolutely. So I'm Robin Shunk. I am with the Big Break, and I was here tonight presenting the award for Sound Engineer of the Year.
Nice.
And our podcast, Beyond the Break, was nominated for Podcast of the Year.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was.
So the Big Break has been like a music contest, but it's also spun into other things like the podcast. How did that happen?
Absolutely. So last year we finished season 3 of the contest, and AL, our founder, had this grand idea to start a podcast in our 2-week vacation. So it kind of just came from this idea of how can we give a bigger platform to musicians and independent artists to learn and grow and create together.
Yeah.
And so kind of starting a podcast seemed like the logical next step for us.
Yeah.
So we were able to start bringing in industry professionals and entertainers and getting different perspectives that maybe people wouldn't have access to otherwise.
Nice.
So trying to use it as a way to boost everybody else up, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever done anything like that before? And what has been maybe the learning process along the way, or things maybe you've learned along the way?
I haven't done anything like that before personally. So for me, being involved in the podcast, I'm kind of more on the production end of it. Every now and then I'll jump on and co-host. But I've learned a lot about organizing and managing and making sure that all of the time details are right and everybody has everything that they need to be in the right places. So I guess just the organization of it is something that I'd never been exposed to, and seeing that side of the music industry is completely different. So getting to see how people work together is probably one of the most eye-opening things for me.
Have you had maybe a guest or somebody in particular that's is an episode people really should go listen to right now? Is there
my
maybe a
goodness.
highlight or something like that?
That's such
for
a good
you
question.
Personally.
I think personally my favorite episode was, I think this season when we aired all of the music videos that were submitted during the contest this season. It was a really long episode. There were some technical difficulties. It was hilarious, but it was really neat to kind of see what the Big Break was about all in one place by getting the videos and understanding what the artist's perspective was from the videos. So that's probably the one I would say go watch.
Nice. All right, so what do you have coming up that people can see? I think you guys have a very important show this weekend.
Yes, we do. We have a show at the Keystone Stage that's in Oliphant, and on Saturday the 16th, starting at 7 o'clock, our doors open. We have 3 bands that are going to be playing for the title of Big Break Season 4 Champion.
Nice.
It's our finale, so we're going to have those bands play live in front of our judges. They're going to be crowned a champion, and local band One Revive, they're a psychobilly act. They're going to be closing out the night. They're phenomenal. They played for us before. So whoever has the time, make sure you get out to the Keystone Stage in Oliphant on Saturday and support these bands. They worked really, really hard to get here. There were 40 of them to start, and now there's 3 left.
Wow.
So it's going to be an awesome show.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to mention before we get out of here?
Thank you for being here, Rich, and congratulations on winning Media Outlet of the Year. Congratulations, NEPA Scene.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, and thank you, Rich.
Thank you. Oh, there we go. Nobody saw that, right? Nobody saw that? All right, we're good. We're good. Nobody saw that. We still sound all right? People seem to be... All right, cool. As long as we're still going. All right, last call. Last call.
Rich.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Come on in a little bit. We'll pretend this thing is still...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
It looks good.
Good to see you. How you doing?
Good, man. For the people at home, tell us who you are and what kind of music you make, what you're doing here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So Adam Farley, lead singer, vocals, keyboard for the MDG crew, and my right-hand man here, Mr. Dave Cali. We call him David Cali, but we're excited. We're excited to be back at the SMAs. Excited to be here with Rich and NEPA Scene. So thanks for having us up here.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out. And what have you caught so far?
So far, it's been awesome. I mean, you could tell like it's just some changes I've noticed. I mean, when we first came up, blazing sign back here, it looked like we were walking out on the VMAs. For a second, Dave and I thought we were NSYNC, walking up here on stage as if they were coming out on the VMAs the other day. But
in our defense, though, on behalf of all the musicians, I did ask this guy to wait a minute, and he said he had to pick his kids up, but he has a wife at home that could have picked the kids up, so I don't know what that's all about.
Typical. This is, without a doubt, this is how you get Dave Cali every day. So yeah, it's great. It's been great. We're excited to be back down here. Obviously, you see, Joe's been doing a great job. Electric City Music Conference has been great. It's dear to our heart. We, when we've been here multiple times now, and this is probably awesome. I mean, just because of no rain, great weather. Couldn't ask for better weather, so we're excited to be here. So
not too hot, not too cold. It's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, do you guys have any good shows coming up that you should plug?
Yeah, so Dave and I, we've been working hard behind the scenes. We're actually playing the Backyard Ale House on Saturday, so we'll be down there for the Electric City Music Conference. So come check us out. Dave will be drumming, I'll be playing keys, vocals, and we actually have a special guest joining us, Brian Brophy of Maybe Someday.
Okay,
will be playing guitar with us, which is awesome to get him back out there with us and jamming. So. We're excited, but Dave and I are actually working on a little side project, and I guess we might as well fill people in, but it's going to be the MDG Duo.
Okay.
So we're excited to keep the MDG crew moving, along and in honor of Bob, and we're looking forward to rocking out still. So.
Well, last time I think I saw you guys was at that very special show that was here at the V Spot.
Absolutely.
How did that feel to be able to get that out? I mean, the response, I think, in the room was just really incredible. It was a great show.
Yeah. So first and foremost, thank you to you to wanting to be a part of that and live stream it for us, and to Popco and Caviston and to the V Spot and Vinny and all those guys who've always been supporting us since day one. To put a benefit show on for Bob. He's our brother, he's our friend. We love him to death and miss him greatly, and it was a great turnout, and we couldn't ask for anything better. And I don't want to be the guy that's only talking, Dave. I want to give you some time to talk here because I know how important that was to you as well. So
all I have to say is, if there's one reason to support this community, it's because everybody's so great. The musicians, when they found out about what happened to Bob and everything, everybody really came together. People that didn't even know us, musicians that didn't know us from hello, were reaching out to us with their sympathies, with their respect and everything. And that day we realized how blessed we are to be a part of all this, how important this is, and how impactful it is to so many different people. And never, ever, ever, ever take what we do for granted. Do it every day with passion and with love, caring, and understanding. And please, you guys watching, you all have friends, you all have loved ones, we have families. Please call them, please check on them, make sure they're okay, and be kind to one another. Please be kind to one another. You never, ever know what somebody's going through, what their struggles are. You can't see it, you can't feel it sometimes, so just be kind to everybody, and just love each other. And thank you for what you do. Thank you to Popco. Thank you to Vinny. Thank you to everybody. We love all you guys, man. Thank you.
I don't think we could have said it any better, Rich. That was, Dave Cali, everybody. I love this man so much. And
I love you too.
Rich, before we venture off on this path, I want to bring this guy over here, Mr. Duds. Come over here, Duds. Yeah,
You were a big part.
So, Rich, as you may or may not know, E57 and Duds and these guys were a big part of making us who we are, and if it wasn't for Duds and his group of E57, and we wouldn't be where we're standing here today. So Duds, I just want to say thank you, dude. We love you so much. You're one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met, so thank you so much. And we wanted to make sure you're in here. So anything you want to say, Duds, because you're a special man.
Hello.
That's typical Duds. That's the Duds we love. So thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Anything else?
Thank you, guys.
Hey, the MDG crew is going to keep going. You know why?
Because we're here to rock, and this is all dedicated to Bob Foley, one of the best people we've ever met.
And we bought the ticket, so we have to take the ride.
We got to take the ride. Rich, thank you so much as always. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Got anything extra you want to? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to talk about quick?
I don't have anything to talk about, but I am here, so hello.
Hello.
What's up, Rich?
What have you been up to, man? What have you been playing in recently?
I've been kind of all over the place. I play with the Squallers. I play with Mercy Gang. I play with J. Luke. I used to play with the MDG crew before the pandemic. Oh, God, there's so many. I don't know. Just play as much as I can.
Are you working on anything solo or anything behind the scenes?
I will be announcing a little solo endeavor in maybe a week or two.
Okay.
Other than that, I've just been playing on other people's stuff. I don't put too much stock in myself these days, but other people do, so that keeps me going.
For sure, we all do, and we're looking forward to it. So watch out in like a next couple of weeks.
Yeah, next couple of weeks.
All right. Keep an eye out, Mr. Duds.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so I think that that wraps us up for the night there, unless anybody else wants to jump in. Is that Monk Melville over there that I see? Let's see if he wants to get in here before we close out for the night. And thank you guys for staying tuned and everything. We appreciate it.
I think I know you.
I think so too.
I performed at the Rising Talent.
That's right. Yeah. So see, you're holding a trophy there.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
That
is so cool. And the People's Choice, they go hand in hand? Is that
I mean, I guess this was just extra. Yeah.
That's
I got
awesome.
a lot of supporters. I appreciate them all.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So tell us who you are, what you're doing here tonight, other than obviously this here.
Zay Swindle. I'm a hip-hop artist / real estate agent. Get with me if you ever need to buy a property. Yep.
Well, that's a good market right now, right?
Yes,
like,
sir.
there's
Yes,
always
sir.
stuff out there now.
Yep.
So tell us about your latest release.
My latest release is Flavors. I released it 9 days ago. It's doing pretty good. It's a good song, catchy hook. Yeah, I got more music on the way. A new video coming out called Blackout. It's on the way. We're just working consistently, trying to stay as consistent as possible. Give the fans and people something to vibe with. Yeah, I love good vibes, no negative energy, all of that. Yeah.
Is that something that runs through all your music, do you think?
Pretty much, yeah. Yep. I make a lot of music to coincide with my lifestyle. Like, I got kids. I want my kids to be able to listen to my music in the future and be like, that's my dad, and be proud of me. You know what I mean? Yep.
That's awesome, and it's rare. I mean, with any genre, really. But that's you don't see that too much.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up? Do you have any shows coming up this weekend or
I got
in the
a
future?
show on the 21st in Albany, New York, and then I have another show on the 13th, Pittsburgh, PA. October 13th, Pittsburgh, PA. Yes,
okay.
Sir. Yep. We're definitely working. I got a good management team and stuff like that. Yeah.
Getting outside of northeastern Pennsylvania a little bit too.
Yeah, we travel. Yeah, trying to expand the fan base. Yeah. Yep.
Anything else you want to mention before we get out of here?
I appreciate everybody that voted for me. I appreciate this award. I'm just thankful for all the blessings that God's gave me, stuff like that.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Good seeing you again, too.
Yeah, nice running into you. And we're still here every Tuesday, the NEPA Scene Open Mic. So if you ever have a free Tuesday, feel free to stop on down. We're usually here till midnight or later. So. All
right. Yep. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Yep. Thank
Sounds
you
good.
so much. Yep.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you just leave it there. We'll see if anybody else wants to jump in fast. We all good? Well, all right. So signing off from the 10th annual Steamtown Music Awards. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Maybe we'll try and get some video from inside in a little bit, and we'll get the all the information about the winners and stuff like that coming up this weekend. So. Make sure you check out right on NEPAscene.com right now. You can go and see the complete and updated guide to the entire music conference. This is just the start of things. Friday and Saturday, there are bands playing all over. Seven different venues are participating, and there's even more, as you heard, at the Keystone Stage and other venues throughout the area, in addition to all the stuff involved with the music conference. So there's NEPA Fair up at the Circle Drive-In. There's a lot to do this weekend. So you can get a little summary of all the different things going on with the conference right now on NEPAscene.com. You can get all the links to get tickets or the schedule when everybody's playing, all that good stuff. So thanks for hanging out with us, and have a good night, everybody.